But this morning, I am joined by an amazing woman. Good morning.
Good morning, Ebenezer and your listeners.
How are you doing? How are you doing?
I am fine in yourself.
I don't look fine. Eh? You don't look
Maybe
fine.
I'm nervous.
You look nervous and scared, And we are here to have fun. You and I are here to have fun and some small yada talk yada, Don't be
No,
scared.
I'll lighten up.
Yes, please do. Please do. There are many young men and women out there who may not have had an encounter with the amazing work that you do. Please tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right, Ebenezer, thank you so much for the opportunity. And I would also like to thank Shine Bright Radio for the opportunity as well. My name is Fortunate Makamu. I am a young professional. That's how I like to address myself.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I grew up in Leboa, and I'm the firstborn daughter of my parents, and I only have one sibling, and my life basically is grounded by faith, and I grew up in a stable family with both my parents, but sadly my father passed on in 2006.
Okay.
But my mother was able to carry us through up until today. As you see this amazing woman that you speak of, it's the great work of my mother, of whom I would love to appreciate on this platform as well. And Fortunate went to high school in Kushke Agricultural High School.
Okay.
And then after I matriculated, I went to the University of Johannesburg, where I studied my LLB.
Okay.
And soon after the completion of my LLB, I came back home and then did my articles of clerkship. And then afterwards, then I started to think, is Fortunate going to be an employee, or Fortunate must be an employer?
Wow, okay.
So that's when then I took the route to then register my own law firm and then started practicing. And as it stands today, I'm a good member in standing with the Legal Practice Council. I'm an attorney and I have my own law firm, and it's named Makamu MF Attorneys Incorporated. And we've managed to at least employ 4 youth in the company.
Wow.
And yeah, this is who we are, but we are not just a law firm only. We also have other businesses on the side. We host events such as your Business Empowerment Luncheon, which they happen annually. Annually, they happen in May. And then the second one is the Business Empowerment Seminar, which happens in October. Yes, so we still have other business ventures that we are still going to venture into. And the one that you must be looking out for with your listeners, it's a big event that is called the Mining Indaba Limpopo.
Okay, wow.
Yes.
That is amazing. We are definitely looking forward for that.
Yeah, so in short, that is Fortunate. I'm business orientated, family orientated, and faith is the one that has carried me through to where I am today.
Wow, that is amazing. And before we get into the hard stuff here, talk to me about losing your father. Because for many of us, we are shaped by either the presence or the absence of our parents. Some lives are never the same in a bad way, and then some use that experience to drive them, to motivate them, to inspire them. How was that experience for you?
Oh, yeah, your question, it's triggering because my father was my role model in as much as my mother is.
Okay.
My father was present. There was no day where I did not feel the presence of my father.
Wow.
Even today, I still feel his presence because the time that he was afforded to us, he played his role as a father. And then losing him at a young age, I remember I was in grade 7.
Okay.
It came as a shock, but at that time, because I was still young, I didn't really much understand. Up until when I went to high school, then I started to feel the void, but my mother tried so hard to fill in the void, and which is a serious problem that a lot of women in South Africa are facing, that it's either they lose their husbands or maybe they're just single parents by virtue of the husband or the spouse not taking responsibility of raising the child.
Oh yeah.
But during high school, when other kids would maybe speak about their fathers, this and that, that's when I would feel it. But in the back of my head, I was like, the time that God borrowed him to us, he
Yes.
did his part.
Yes.
Let me rather be grateful than just swallow myself in the sorrow that I don't have a father, because
Wow.
at least I have a mother. And whatever that I'm doing today, hence even my law firm, it's named under Makamu MF Attorneys. Therefore, I'm taking his legacy forth, even when
Yes.
he's not here.
Yes.
So I should have waited to be married and then called the law firm in my husband's name.
Yes.
But I'm saying, Makamu, you are alive. Whether you
Yes.
are on this earth that we are in or in another world that we are not yet there. So it's even today, it still plays a major role in his absence, in the sense that I imagine when my partner comes and pays lobola, my father is not there, my uncles have to represent.
Yes.
I imagine how daughters feel proud or fathers feel proud when they're being walked down the aisle by their parent. So I will never have those moments, but I cherish the moments that I had with him at the time that he was given to us.
Wow, that is very powerful. That is very powerful. And you know, you growing up, and before we come to the career and the amazing moves that you are making, take me back to the young you. You are playing there, maybe in the streets like some of us, you know, Raluka Chicago, you know, Niketo, and those beautiful games. What was it that said to you, no, this may be my environment, but I need to dream bigger than this? Because I remember one time I was in one community, and we were doing, you know, motivational walks, motivational talks to the learners. And I asked them this question: who do you want to be? And the answers that I got, they were very shocking. Some were saying, no, I just want to make bricks. Some said, I just want to be a pack shop. Some just said, I want to be impregnated by a boy and he takes care of me. You know, those kinds of
Yeah.
things. What was it for you that made you or inspired you to dream big?
Yeah, I can just imagine the young me. And funny thing is, when I tell people about the young me, or rather the old me, because I believe every day I'm becoming someone new.
Yes.
It's that they don't believe, or I was once someone who played on the streets. I was someone who used to be a mini bully in a way.
Okay.
You see how I'm even categorizing it, a mini bully.
Yes.
Because if you know me, you know I'm outspoken and I stand for the truth.
Yes.
And I don't take any manga business.
Yes.
So the young me was inspired by my mother and my father, because they are hard workers, both of them.
Wow.
My mother is a very hard worker. Even till today, I still complain and say, you know what, I don't want to live with you in this house because you always put pressure on me that I must be this better person.
Yes.
Even my father was the same, because I believe that if my father was alive, I was going to be maybe an engineer, a scientist of some sort. Because he did really love mathematics, your engineering, because he used to work in the mines.
Okay.
So the young me got inspired to be who I am by both my parents, my upbringing. As I told you, I'm faith-based, nothing else. And also the faith that I follow. It encourages young people to look at themselves as whoever that they want to be and not even limit themselves. So I think also being outspoken, it's the one that channeled me to where I am today in my career.
Wow,
Yes.
that is amazing. Talk to me about your faith, because we are in an era where young men and women are saying, I'll succeed without God, you know. They'll issue such statements. Or really, I can succeed without even going to school because they are lazy to study. Talk to me. How has faith played a role, and what was that encounter for you with God? Because I imagine that you had this encounter as a young person, or no. From this point onwards, I'm committing my life to this.
Faith, ne? You know, Ebenezer, faith, it's something else. It will shake you, and the devil will attack. So faith has shaped me, because running to God when things don't go your way It's the only way.
Yes.
There's nothing else. You can run to your fellow friends, you can run to your colleagues, you can run to your parent, but there's only one person whom you can run to and solve all your problems and even heal and soothe your heart and take away all your pains and sorrows and your fears and worries. So faith for me is everything. And then the church that I go to also helped, because all their teachings is all about having confidence, self-belief,
Wow.
believing in God, studying as well. There's no day I've went to church and they've not encouraged us to pursue our dreams, to study, and also to know that you as a faith-based person, you still have a life of your own.
Yes.
So
yes.
therefore, your faith must shape you to being who you are.
Yes.
So us being grounded, us being who we are, is because of our faith. It shapes us. At the end of the day, we are still individuals.
Yes,
I don't
yes,
know if you get me.
Yeah, I get
You're
you,
an
I get you.
individual. If one day I feel like I want to wear a bikini and go to the beach, I will do that.
Yes.
But I will not forget who is my God.
Oh, yes, yes. Never forget
And
it.
what really grounds me, you know. So it really shaped me, and I'm grateful, and I don't ever see myself leaving my faith no matter what. I feel like at my age, which I won't disclose here,
Yes, it is, you're right.
I think at my age, the things that I've seen, the challenges that I've seen as well or encountered, I don't see myself having to change my faith.
Yeah.
And then to the youth that you speak of, that they confidently say they can succeed without God, it's not there. There must be something.
Yes.
It's either they are practicing the traditional way or they're practicing with God, whatever. But there is no way, there is no human being who lives on this earth who can just say, there's nothing I'm trusting. So that one, I don't even want to entertain much, but there is no way. Something, either they're living off their parents' prayers.
Ooh, yes, yes, yes.
So they think they're clever, they're wise. There's a parent somewhere praying
Yes.
for them. Then they just see they're succeeding.
Yes.
You see, and
Yes.
maybe others are fortunate that maybe their generational curses have been broken.
Or
Maybe
they've
that's
got
why
trust
they're.
funds.
Yes. No, it's not even about the trust fund. Is about generational curses being broken.
Yes.
It means someone had to work
Oh, yes.
for you
Yes.
in
yes.
order for you to come and just say, no, I just leave. It's not there. It's not possible. Go back to your roots and check what were your grandfather and your grandmothers doing.
Oh,
You
yes.
see that they are the one who did the work.
Yes.
Then now it gives you, because you see things going smoothly and then you say you can do it without God. It's not possible.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not.
Definitely. And you said something important. You being unique. You know, if there's any area where a lot of young people miss, it's their own uniqueness. You get caught up in the crowd that people are doing this and that in church, or they're doing this and that. I must behave this way. People, what to be do this. What was it for you, while you are young as you were? You said, oh, no. I want to be my own person. I don't want to look like my neighbor. I don't want to get the same results that my neighbors are getting. What was that thing that motivated you and inspired you to stay in your own lane and to focus?
All right. That question, it will go back to the mini bully.
Okay.
Before you get to that uniqueness, there must be something that has happened that actually channeled you or made you realize that, in fact, I don't have to live like everyone else. I need to be unique. I need to do things a certain way.
Yes.
So for myself, I would say I found my uniqueness in my past.
Oh, okay.
Because I used to be a learner, and you know how learners are with your peer pressures. You'll go out, you'll skip school, you'll try maybe to consume your alcohol, you'll try to consume this other funny substances.
Yes.
I've been there. I'm not going to come here and stand as a saint, but hence I'm saying that my uniqueness was shaped by my past experience to say, you know what, Fortunate, yes, it's good that you've at least tried to test if you belong with that particular group. So I saw that I don't belong, and then I am unique. And being unique is, I believe in living authentically. You need to live your authentic life.
Yes.
Just like today, I think you know that I don't consume alcohol, but I still do fun things that people who consume alcohol would do, and they would even think that I consume, and they'll come to me and say, do you? I'm like, I don't, because I am unique. I have the energy, I have the potential, I am fun. I don't need any form of substance to turn me into something that I'm not. If I'm bubbly, if I'm a happy person, I'll be a happy person with or without the influence. I just need to be unique. And also the uniqueness comes from being able to distinguish yourself. Yes. And knowing what kind of a leader you want to be, what kind of a woman you want to be. If the crowd is going north, rather go south alone.
Yes.
Why should you follow the crowd? Because our callings are not the same. Our destiny is not the same. The one thing that our youth misses is following the crowd, and the crowd will swallow you. You need to sit down and then introspect and know that me as Fortunate, this is the path that God wants me to take, or my ancestors wants me to take. Then that will channel you, and then it will help you to be unique. Because most people you'll find, let me give you for example, right here in South Africa, about maybe our unemployment rate. You might find you're complaining about unemployment. Kanti, when you have not done an introspection that your ancestors or your God have destined you to be a business person. Have you sat down and then thought of, what if I'm not meant to be an employee, but I'm meant to be an employer, I'm meant to be a leader. But because we take most of our times in crowds with people, and we don't self-isolate to think, then it becomes a challenge.
Oh yes, a serious challenge. And talk to me about that moment where you say that, you know what, this is the path that I'm choosing. I'm choosing to be a leader. I'm choosing to define my own destiny. When other people are trying to give you pressure, when they say, you know, why are you not doing this? I mean, cool people do this. How do you even keep yourself away from that pressure?
I think pressure we give ourselves, hey?
Okay.
Like, if you have really introspect and you found yourself and you know yourself and you're ready to lose everyone who is behind you, who does not understand the you, then you'll find pressure. But if you really understand yourself, things will just go in sync. The people that you meet, the people that you befriend, your colleagues and your other associate will understand you, and they will enjoy you because you're authentic. I think most of the time we are surrounded by people who are not authentic and are not unique. Therefore, they put this facade for a long time that we actually get to identify, or I know, man, Ebenezer is pretending. This is not the real him. Because once in a while you'll snap, you know, but yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, no, that's very powerful, because you took me back to many years ago. Many years ago, you know, when I found myself in that situation, and people would try to say, well, no, man, style, you know, and I was like, no. Where I'm going and where I want to go in life. If I start doing these things, I might cut my destiny short. But talk to me. Then here you are grown. Maybe you are in high school. Take me to maybe that moment where you are inspired and you are like, no, I'm going for it. Because for a lot of young people, they would say, oh, I don't know what I'm going to study. I will see. Where did this dream of becoming an attorney come from?
Can I just go back to the part yesterday?
Okay.
There's a saying in Sepedi, so rather you preserve yourself. You understand?
Yes.
So, me having a dream to become an attorney is rooted in my outspokenness. I always tell people there's no emotional sad story that I'm going to tell anyone. It's just, it was either law or nothing else.
Oh, wow,
honestly.
wow.
Like, you know that thing that you know I'm good at this,
Yes.
I will be good at this,
Yes.
nothing else. Funny thing, even when I applied to the institutions of higher learning, I didn't have second options. I think my
Wow.
second option was political science.
Okay,
Should
okay.
I be rejected? And a funny story I must tell you is when I went to UJ to enroll, they had rejected me in LLB.
Okay.
And then I remember there were blackberries there. I'll tell you the story.
Okay, okay.
You know that nice blue blackberry?
Yes.
At
Yeah.
that time. So I go there, we find student accommodation. My mother goes with me and I'm like, but I don't want to do political science.
Yes.
I'm not into politics. And then she's like, no, but you know, the world revolves around politics and the likes and the likes. I'm like, okay, no, it's fine.
Okay.
But because to be what I am. I remember when she left that student accommodation, you'll make a plan whether you continue with the course as long as you're in the system.
Yes,
Another
yes,
thing
yes.
that our youth does not understand is as long as you're in that system, one day is one day.
Yeah.
Shortly enough, I went to register and got my study guides for the political science course.
Okay.
So but Pilwaka is not satisfied.
Yes.
It's not what I want.
Yes.
You know what I did? Because I had passed my matric well, I went to the Faculty of Law.
Okay.
And then I told them I want to speak to the dean. Then they said, no, you can't speak to the dean. This is who you can speak to.
Okay.
Then I presented my matric results. I'm like, these are my matric results. I applied with my previous grade 11 matric my results.
Yes.
Therefore, I qualify. And for sure, I know the students that you took, that you accepted in the previous year so that they can come and enroll this year. Some of them are going to Stellenbosch, are going to Wits, are going to UL. Not all of them that you accepted are going to come to UJ.
Yes.
That lady quickly, she checked and then miraculously so, she's like, no, it's fine, your APS is even good. Then that was it. I was enrolled. Then I called my mother, was happy. She's like, you see that latest BlackBerry? I will buy it for you.
Wow.
For the fact that I left you in the wilderness and you made your way out.
Yes.
Now I know that
Wow.
Yes.
That is amazing. That is amazing because you just took me back to that time when I was registering also. And I always say this, that now I don't even remember. In fact, I've never even went to my parent to anywhere. Whether I was making lines for myself, whether I was making spaces for myself, I was alone. And I'll never forget the day when my parents said to me, "Ria, no man, yeah, more because I don't know if I child down and look at the things that you are doing. Now talk to me. You then enroll, and then I would assume that things happen at varsity. Maybe they may have come some inspirations, whether it be in the form of lecturers, maybe whether in the form of friends. Who was it that inspired you to say that when you are done with the degree, let's go and think about our own businesses? What was that inspiration for?
At that time, to be quite honest, I never had the mind of having my own practice or my own business.
Okay.
It was just school. I need to pass. I'm from Limpopo. I need to make my parents proud. We've had statistics that most students come to Joburg, they never make it home. Hence, immediately I came back home. I did not want to be part of the statistics. Yes. As much as even today, I feel like, should I have stayed in Joburg? Would I have gotten greener pastures? But I feel like home is where my heart is.
Yes.
And I think it's where my destiny is. Because I'm very much settled here. I'm very much relaxed. And the experience at the University of Joburg was very much amazing, that it gave us a lot of exposure. I don't want to lie to you, because I remember when I went to law school, I was not maybe in other modules,
Okay.
because the University of Limpopo offers certain modules that the University of Johannesburg does
doesn't
not.
offer, yes.
But in other, like your organizational structure and everything, I feel like we were more advanced.
Okay.
Because I remember in my 4th year, we did law clinic. We did it for 6 months.
Okay.
So meaning that we got to experience saving of articles even before we completed our degree.
Yes.
So that is also what stood out for me. I think maybe it contributed, just that at that time, I did not have the mind of having my own business. But to answer your question, what I can say is that when I came to Polokwane and seeked my articles of clerkship, of which Kamrawa Mudimu on air, I'm saying it, Mr. Maiwashe, Mike, did not hesitate to employ me as his candidate attorney. Till like even today, we still have a good working relationship.
Yes.
He's the one who inspired me. Even this that we are doing now today, he's the one who inspired me. Because I remember he used to be the resident attorney for Capricorn FM. And one show he was not available, but he entrusted me to go onto the show and talk on the show.
Yes.
So he was paving the way for me. So I feel like he's my inspiration in the legal profession, that he did not close the door for me. He opened the door for me. And even in other platforms, remember when you're a resident attorney, you can't just bring anyone who does not know their story.
Things, yes.
You need to trust that person to represent you properly. So I can say he's my inspiration actually, in as much as me having to open my own practice.
Wow, that is amazing. That is amazing. Now here you are an entrepreneur. I mean, without glamorizing entrepreneurship, there are a lot of challenges. There are lots of hardships. There are lots of problems that happen in entrepreneurship. Talk to us about your journey of entrepreneurship. How has that been?
Sure. Just that your listeners are not looking at us. But if they can recall when you said, "Are you fine?" and then I said, "I'm fine," but you could see I'm not fine. My journey as an entrepreneur started in the year 2022.
Okay.
Yes, 2022 in September. When I decided I am going to open my own practice.
Okay.
Because then I remember I was working with one financial institution.
Okay.
So I was like, I went back to that part. You see, I'm referencing it for the 3rd time. Am I meant to be an employer or an employee? So I thought, but this is not for me. And funny thing is, even now, some of my friends still laugh at me and my colleagues in as far as chasing the money. Like what you said, like Stella, like they'll say, "Oh no, Stella, what's up billing?" Like the entrepreneur journey for me was not even about money. Some will say, yeah, maybe you're speaking from a privileged point of view. It's not that. And if it's that, so be it.
Yeah.
Why not? You know, so my entrepreneur journey started because I felt like there was still a lot of female attorneys who are not out there, who are not practicing, who are not being recognized. Hence, right now, I'm not only focused on the practice alone, I'm also focused on other business ventures that will make me stand out as a female. Remember, in as much as we would want to glamorize it, women are still not given managerial roles. Women are still looked down to. But as an entrepreneur now, I get to understand why. Because the body of a female is not the same as the body of a male. You get to your menstrual cycle days, you have your mood swings, of which most men don't, unless maybe he's just your typical
snowflake.
Unless he's just your typical, what do you call them? Your narcissist.
Oh, yes, yes.
your narcissist or bipolar, you know. So some days you're not okay. You have to take care of the home. You'll find that you're at work as an entrepreneur, but your mind is today.
Oh, yes, yes.
You know. So for me, lucky enough, because like I said, I'm a firstborn daughter and I only have one sibling. So the only challenge that I had was in terms of adjusting myself now.
Okay.
Because remember, I was a candidate attorney, and then I went for 3 months employment, and then I started the journey of an entrepreneur. So I think it was the adjustment in time, the discipline in having to stay in the office for the whole day and work, and then also learning the systems, your compliance. Like there's just a whole lot of things, certain habits that maybe you might have inherited, you know. So, the journey. Like I said, you know, just that your viewers are not looking at me, people would not think maybe I've gone through what I'm telling you. Because in as much as sometimes I do speak from a privileged point of view, but that woman that I spoke of does not allow you to come running to her just because you've reached a challenge. No. She will tell you, I remember this 1 month I could not make rent.
Okay.
You know what she said to me? And I was crying, and literally, and I'm being honest now, and people won't trust me. I know that. She's like, yo, mama, I can't be able to make rent, blah, 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 blah. She's like, Anna. She just brilliant. Yes. What are their plan?
Yes.
Whatever I said, and I was like, is this woman taking me serious? Am I adopted by this woman? Or what? What's really happening? Does she not even feel my pain?
I don't know, like checking
exactly. And it's not that she can't, she can. But because I think also plays a role in how they groom us. So she's making it clear that, you know, I also know as your mother, I can give it to you on a silver platter. But unfortunately, you need to work hard, because one day I won't be here. I will not be a phone call away. I will be far away somewhere where you can't even reach me. The only point of us reaching each other is through prayer and through visions. That's all.
That's all. Yes.
That's all.
Yes.
So even today, I'm telling you, Ebenezer and your listeners, if I have a challenge, trust me, if I call my mother, she'll just say, I know I've raised a brilliant woman, and also she's also taught us, or if unyaka something, it's like a 50% or a certain percentage. Yes. So I feel like also that should be a lesson to most parents. That's why we see you know, these rich kids coming from privileged families, let's just say rich kids, privileged families, it's caused by the parents, honestly speaking. So teach your child, or anything that you want, you must work for. And when you're having a challenge, don't run to me. Do other plans before. Then not get trailer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, it's not helping me or it's not working. Then you're my last resort as my guardian.
Wow, that is amazing. This time is flying. As we conclude here, what message would you say to a young man or a young woman out there who want to also do what you're doing? Maybe they want to be entrepreneurs, or maybe they are listening to you and how brilliant you are, and they're thinking, when I grow up, I want to be like them. What would your message be for them?
Is it time out already? You know, when I came in, I thought, I'm just going to be, you know. But you know what? Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you to your listeners as well. And the message that I would leave them with is that in life, constantly do a self-introspection. We are not saying you're not going to make mistakes. Mistakes are bound to be there. Even today, I just made a mistake on my way here. Mistakes are bound to happen. It's all about how you come back from those mistakes. And also, do not judge yourself based on your past experiences. They should actually shape you. Whether right now maybe you are a drug addict, you are whatever addict of some sort, you can still get out of that. And also for our business, our entrepreneurs, if now you are saying my business is about to fail, I've been trying this for a year, maybe change the strategy. Maybe the strategy is the problem. Maybe the market is not the one. Change, go back to the drawing board and see how best you can make your business to grow. Mara, mo fedileng gona, do not give up on yourself. Just know that as long as usawusha moya, there is still hope. As long as usawusha moya, there's hope. The most also important thing kitabaya udira corrections. Most of us don't want to be corrected. You know, we just run away from corrections. I can tell you at my age, which I won't disclose again, I'm still at home and I'm still being reprimanded like I am not a CEO of a company. And sometimes it annoys me, but I'm like, I go back and like, if it was not for my mother reprimanding me and showing me the right way, will I be this person that I am today? No, I was not. So as kids of our parents. You can be 35, but you're still a kid to your parent. And if the Bible can say that rena as vana we must respect our parents and honor them, then what more do we want? So also, like, and for those who maybe do not have parents, they lack inspiration from either their parent. Get someone who's going to inspire you. It can be me, it can be Ebenezer. Look up to them, approach them, let them mentor you, and let them guide you through this life thing. But in all honesty, know yourself, know where you're going, and just know that it's not about how you started, it's about how you finish.
Wow, that is amazing. One last one. If you were to say something to your mom or all of the men and women that have shaped you, what would you say to them in a form of appreciation? What would that message be to your mom or to anyone who's played a role in making you the woman that you are?
Sure, you want to make me emotional now. You know what? For my mother, I don't know what to say. Words can never describe the gratefulness that I have. I am forever grateful to my community that has shaped me. Ikaba a man, ikaba woman. I just want to say thank you to them, and I just want to say to them that keep it up. I know it's not easy working with someone like me. I'm so difficult. And I am that person, when I want something, I want it now. Like now, it's either now or never. So ke rata go ba leboga for their patience, for their love, and that they must not only pour into my cup, they must also pour into other people's cup. And I wish I can also be able to pour into their cup. And also their teachings, their patience, and their support, can I also take it forward to other people and not just harbor it to myself alone.
And where can our listeners get hold of you? Where can they, if they've got legal problems, where can they get hold of you? Social media, give us all of the details.
Okay, on social media, I am Makamu MF Attorneys, either on Instagram, on Facebook, and on TikTok. And then on WhatsApp, they can contact me on 066 206 3375. And you know, also when you're sending those messages, either DM or WhatsApp, just be straight to the point, guys. It's 2026.
Yes.
It's 2026. Hi, how are you? It doesn't work. We are busy. We are on the fast lane. So let's tag along all of you in the fast lane and not leave you behind, because hi is going to be blue ticked. And you know how WhatsApp has done it easy for us. If I don't want you to see that I saw your message, I'll just make the hide the last and the red and continue with my life. But yeah, that's where they can find us. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming through and sharing with us your journey. You know, as I always say, that my goal, my hope, and my desire is that one day when God has blessed you and you've grown the companies, you are succeeding in everything you do, when that day comes for you to list your company or your companies on the JSE, you'll definitely invite us, or no, come and witness the brilliance that God has for us. And my goal and my prayer for you is that may God bless you, may He enlarge you, may He enlarge your territory and give you all of the desires of your heart and to help you make that impact that you wish to make in all of the industries that you are in.
Thank you so much. Yeah, no, you're giving me goosebumps.
Thank you so much for coming in.